Many small business owners have many different roles that they've got to do. And the question for me is this: what is the most important role that the small business owner has to fulfill? What can only he do, and what does he need to focus on? This is Small Business Talk. Join me in the conversation and let's get talking. Hi and welcome to the Small Business Talk this afternoon. In the studio we've got my host again, Antoinette, that's helping me out. But our guest speaker is the most important person today, as we're going to chat about small business. So I just wanted to introduce herself, her name and what she's doing currently.
Thank you for having me, Calvin. Thank you for having me, Antoinette.
Welcome.
Hi, everybody. My name is Colette. Did I tell you it's my birthday on Sunday?
No, you didn't.
I saw it on social media.
So I'll be 50. You can say it. You can say it.
Looking good, girl.
So thank you. So I am a wellness coach, something totally out of my comfort zone. And that is what I've been doing since 2021.
And you've been doing it now for a year?
Just over a year.
Okay, fantastic. Well, there you've got it. Now we're going to talk about small business, and especially with a little bit on the focus on what do you think is your most important role as a small business owner in your small business? Right, so welcome. So in this small business talk today, I'm really wanting to look at the roles that one plays. I know for myself, I've got lots of hats to wear and lots of things to do during the day, but I always keep my eye on the client. To me, the client or customer service, as you want to call it, is sort of the most important thing. I'll go out of my way to make sure that the client is happy. But just being focused on the client, you've got to make sure everything runs. And some days you just want to, I just want to hide because everything seems to go wrong. And some days everything just goes smoothly. And then out of the blue, a client would just double up in terms of second payment and second course. And those are the days that energizes me. But even though I get energized, I must remember never to take my eye off the ball. I've got to keep focused. How do you keep focused on your most important role?
You know, Calvin, I believe if you start something, you must know your why. Why are you doing this?
Absolutely.
We all have dreams. For example, I was a flight attendant for 27 years, and we all know what happened 2 years ago, right? I was retrenched, and there I sat. What now? Late 40s. Who's going to take me after 27 years traveling? What am I going to do? All I know is serving tea and coffee. Chicken or beef. Right. And there I sat and I thought to myself, what now? Yeah. Then I thought, you know what? Start with yourself. Fix yourself first. I mean, that's important. You can't be in something and then you think, what now? Who's going to save me? People always think.
Yes.
You must get your mind right. You must get your mind in the...
Yes.
Yeah.
And then I thought, what best way to do this is to first start with me. You know, with the pandemic and what happened 2 years ago, or up till now, but we're okay now. The overeating, and you just at home, you have nothing to do. And I gained all that weight.
So would you almost say that before you can even start a small business or say what's the most important thing I need to do is I first got to reflect on the why. Why am I getting up in the morning?
Why?
Absolutely, I agree.
You must have a why do you want to do this? Why do you want to stand on your own 2 feet and do this? Do you have dreams? Yes. Yeah. For example, do I want to go back and work for a boss again? Yeah. No. Yeah. That is how I started. I had a why. Yes. Why I want to do it. Yeah. I was unemployed.
But then you were
Who's going to take me?
And then you were thrown in the deep end.
I was thrown in the deep end.
So we spoke about that last time, remember?
Yeah, sink or swim.
Sink or swim.
Yeah. And I had to swim. And then I was just smacked in the face with the opportunity. Well, before I even knew about the opportunity, I just thought, ruk yourself reg, meisie. and take care of yourself for a change. It all starts here. It all starts with you. If you want to do something in your life, you can't just say, okay, I'm going to lay here and just try and start something. No, you've got to get out of that bed and say, wait, nou is dit my kans.
Yeah.
You have to have that.
Yeah.
You know?
Yeah. So it's like a bit of drive.
You must have.
Yeah.
Your mind must be right.
Yeah.
So your why was your big motivator.
My why was my big motivator. Okay. You know, wie gaan er nou vir my 'n job gee at this age, you know?
Do you find you've got drive?
I find I've got drive and I've got a why.
Okay.
So that's why I'm very much agreeing with Colette on that topic, on the big why.
Yeah.
Why are you doing this? Because I could have gone. I was like Colette. I was also back many years ago a flight attendant, and I could still probably go fly charter, and apply or find something else to do, another job, but that is not fulfilling my why. My why is I want to help women. I want to help empower women in South Africa and be safe. Get our rape stats down. That's what I do. Her why is she wants to lose weight for herself initially, and then is that what projected you then into the business?
Well, I just started with the weight loss program. You know, got the products, the Herbalife products, and I was just taking care of myself and my results. You know, got people asking.
Yeah, so Colette, so what I hear, okay, so you were both flight attendants, okay, so already you're used to flying high. I've still got my feet on the ground, okay, but so you didn't want to work for a boss, right? But you were attracted to Herbalife. Would you say it's because it gave you the freedom to do your own thing? You know, it's like salespeople are attracted to big companies because they run the sales. They are their own boss in terms of they just know they're going to get a commission.
You know what, Calvin? Like I said, I was never in sales. I know nothing. I just know chicken and beef. Okay. But you must remember, it's my age, and I'm a woman, and I saw what these products did.
Yes.
And people value. Yeah, and people saw the change, they saw the weight loss, they saw the glow, and they were interested. Yeah. And I thought, oh, wow. Yeah. What a way to show people that there is a way out if you are determined, you know, to take care of yourself. And that is where it started.
Yeah, and I know a little bit of you, Colette, because I follow you on social media, but it seems to me that it's like the Herbalife was in line with your core talents. In other words, you're a good communicator. You are good with people because you have to interact a lot with people. So would you say the leaning is more towards your client and interacting with your client and getting them inspired on weight loss or where you are? So would you say the role that you are playing is very much in uplifting? I
am so much for uplifting people, especially women with low self-esteem, especially women who think they can't do it. I love being in their company. I love showing them, yes, it can be done. I'm a little social. I love socializing. I love being amongst people. I like putting a smile on somebody's face, you know? And I'm there for them. Really, I'm there for everybody every day.
So just run through a typical day. What would you say a typical day looks in your small business?
My typical day, I wake up, I say hello to the world. I put on some music, some relaxing music, you know, and then I sit down, have my shake, have my flush, and then, funny enough, I go through my social media.
Yes.
I go through my social media while I'm having my shake. That's very early, 6 o'clock in the morning.
Right.
And I spend an hour with sipping my shake, checking what's on the news, going through my social media, and some things on social media inspire me, and it sets the mood for the day, for example. Right. You know? Yeah. And then I think, this is how I can inspire somebody today.
Right.
This is what I can do today to inspire, and they will see it. People will see it because I use social media a lot.
Yes.
And I also have a group going. I have a team of 85.
Right.
So I also have a group going. And I lead by example. So I will be the first one who posts on the group.
Yes.
Guys, I'm here.
Yes.
And I'm having my shake.
Yes.
I'm posting and giving them tips for the day, inspiration for the day. Every morning I believe in inspiration.
Yes.
And I see that I'm at gym 8 o'clock every morning.
And you make sure they're at the gym as well?
Oh, they get it from me. They get it from me. Yeah, they do. But I don't. I, for example, choose every week. I choose about 3 to 4 people I work with for a day on the phone, on my phone.
Okay.
Then I decide, okay, one-on-one. So every, 4 people a week I choose. Where I see it's not going okay, I do a one-on-one.
So my early mornings tends to be very quiet, silence.
Mine is very similar to yours, Calvin. So, unlike Colette, I don't wake up at 6. I wish I was that disciplined. But when I do wake up, which is usually at about 7, 7:30, I wake up and I have a glass of lemon water and I do my meditation. So I believe in meditation as well. Twice a day, morning and evening. It sets the mood. I also do a to-do list the night before. So I will write up my to-do list for the next day, the night before. Right. So tomorrow I need to do blah, 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 blah. And the morning I wake up, lemon water, meditation, set my intention. Okay, you know what's on your list. Tackle the most difficult task first and work your way through it.
Right.
So.
Yeah, but you see now there is just why I talked about what is your most important role. Because if I have to start with a to-do list, I'd end up with 100, 200, and then I get all confused. I like to keep it just minimum and keep it, my to-do list is basically just putting the names of my clients on a piece of paper and which one needs most of my focus. Yeah. So do you think a small business owner should have such a rigid to-do list?
This is me, I have a diary.
Okay.
I have a diary, so I put everything in my diary. 10 o'clock this one, 10 o'clock that, I have to be here. So I have a diary.
Okay.
And I always set my appointments or my meetings 10 onwards. Because I believe from 6 till 10.
Okay.
That's Colette time.
So how do you think, if you had to now just rate yourself on your time management, would you say you're good at time management?
Very good.
Oh, you see now, women tend to be good on time management. I'm not saying it's women or men, but I'm very bad when it comes to time management.
No. Yeah. Oh, I am very good. Very good with time management.
And it's important to you?
Very important.
Okay.
Very important. That is when you, with your time management, you can breathe in between.
Okay, you set times to breathe in between. Okay.
So that you can breathe. Okay. So your next appointment, you've got 45 minutes, no rushing.
Yeah.
Gather your thoughts.
Yes.
Maybe squeeze in something, Okay. I am a time management girl.
Okay.
I'm not that great at time management. I'm trying to work at it.
Okay.
So I use Google Calendar is my best friend. Okay. I put everything into Google Calendar. There's alarms for everything to remind me. And when it comes to my to-do list, I only put 2 or 3 things on per day.
Yes.
So I've got on my computer. I've got a to-do list of like 108 things. Right. Literally, I've numbered them. It's 108, and every day I choose 3 or 4 from that list that I will tackle the next day, and I tackle the most difficult. If I don't get through all of them, I'm not going to crucify myself. I'm human.
Okay.
But I try my best and I work. And if you surround yourself with like-minded people. They motivate you to be better. So I try and be around people that are good at time management.
Okay. So
where I can learn that trait from them.
Yes.
Do you know what I mean?
So would you say it really revolves around your role revolves around your clients? Would you say so?
I think my role, it does. Because just remember, your clients watch you.
Yes, but now here I want to throw a span in the wheels, because being a small business owner, I've got many clients. But I must say, I can't always choose my clients. But it's like some clients, they take up a lot of my time. They don't spend a lot. It's like they are more tapping me than being a benefit. Like other clients would immediately sign on, would immediately be convinced. But some clients, especially in my
They drain
training,
your energy, yeah.
Yeah, because in training, when you give them all the formats and you give them everything that they're going to get, and they look at past successes of other clients, then they still come and they want to get something for free, or they just don't want to pay their deposit until you got to book them on the day that they've got to come, and then they cancel. So I do revolve around the clients, but I'm very specific also.
Who takes your time? Who takes up your time?
So that connects also with the time management aspect.
I breathe when I have clients like that. I actually breathe and I go.
But you still put on the smile. You have to. It's business. You see, that's what people forget.
Those clients, if you just give them the attention, breakthrough, and they actually become one of your favorite clients.
Right.
Because now you've realized that, okay, this is how I should handle Mary. Right. Mary just needs some TLC.
Right.
That's all Mary needs.
Yes.
And then I tap into that.
Yeah.
And then I find that Mary calms down after a while. And then when I'm comfortable with Mary, I would say, you like doing that, eh?
Yes.
And then she would go, oh my word, do I really do it? And I would say, yes, you do, but it's fine, I love you for it.
Yeah.
To make a client aware that I know, but I love you still.
Yes.
I love you still.
Yes.
You have to treat them with TLC.
But would you say that's where your years at being air hostess comes in? Because you're always dealing with different people, and you pick up immediately from different people how to handle different people. Whereas a small business owner is more sometimes focused on the bottom line, or they're focused on different things, and they don't have that people skill.
Calvin, sorry. You know what is very important also if you want to start your own business, for example, anything. You have to connect with people in that type of business that you start. You have to connect with people who's been there before you and who's been there longer. Yes. You constantly have to, if you, for example, you're selling fruit and veg and you want to start a corner shop, you have to connect with other people that's been in the fruit and veg industry.
Right.
You have to connect with them every week, if not twice a week.
Yeah. So are you saying that you have somebody that you connect with that teaches you and that helps you manage your difficult customers or clients, kind of guide you on how to deal with them when they drain your energy?
I'm in meetings, I'm in Zoom calls all the time because I have to learn.
Yes.
Because there you pick up maybe how to treat the guy you're talking about, or maybe you pick up how you treat that type of customer.
We've spoken about this too, Calvin. We spoke about how it's important to have a mentor, it's important to have a coach. Somebody that kind of guides you along, an upline.
Like-minded.
Yes.
You have to be with like-minded people and people who's been there, who can guide you, can teach you, and people that feel okay if you ask them, please tell me more, I'm struggling here. And they would say, oh, Calvin, you know what? This is what you do. So people think starting a small business is, I can do this. No, you can't. You have to go and, look for guidance or...
And you know what? If you ask 5 people, one of those 5 people is going to give you the answer you are looking for. Oh, yes. You see, you might not get it from the first person, but that doesn't mean you don't stop asking. You have to continually ask. Absolutely.
All the time.
Absolutely.
And also, like we also said, social media is there to help us all.
Yes.
If you don't have that person to tap into, or those 5 people to tap into, you've got YouTube. You've got Instagram, you've got Facebook. There's so many platforms.
You've got WhatsApp, you've got your cell phone.
You've got Google. There's so many platforms that you can get the information that you need. Tap into a higher knowledge or more knowledge to guide you in your small business and to deal with your clients.
Constantly you must tap into.
How do you feel about value? How do you feel about adding value? What you do in your business? Does it add value? Is that important to you? Do you think that kind of helps your business along when you feel confident in your product or what you're giving?
But now define what you mean by adding value, because my view is that what I think I'm adding value to might not be the value that client is getting out of it. They might come for a different value that they see to it without telling it to you. Let me give you an example. So I would give a class, right? So I would teach a person how to do, say, a AutoCAD class. And then he knows he's going to get the certificate afterwards. So he might come with not the value of what I'm teaching, but he is waiting for that time when he could get his certificate, because the certificate is going to open up a door for him. So I'm thinking I'm giving the value of the teaching where his value is related to the certificate. But there is value because he would not have come to me, and there would not have been that sale if there was no value. So when there's a sale, there is definitely value. But I think is that what people miss is that when you have a product that you're offering, is to be able from your own side to see the various values that are attached to it, so that you can create spin-offs from it. Once it's over, you can create spin-offs of it, because you can tailor make your package that you offer. So I can have the same package, but now I'm going to slightly tailor make it to a different person because of the value, the needs and the value that they attach to it. But there is it where you again said where you are understanding the person after a couple of communications with them, after a couple of talks with them. But so one guy said that after he has a long discussion with a client, he can then gain intelligence out of that client through questions and chats, so that at the end he knows which product offer to offer him. It's like, would you say with Herbalife? I mean, you know what shake to give to that person, and that person you won't give that shake to, and that person you will.
This program you'll give to that person. That program I'll give to this person. I would ask, are you? Yes, yeah, and I would ask, you don't like that flavor, or I would say, the person would say, I've got this medical condition, so I dig in, and what don't you like, and then I can put a package together.
Yes, so the value is there. The value is there, but you can't just put forward an offer like one offer covers everything. You know what I'm saying? You've got to find out what the customer values, and that is why I think so much about the customer, and that's why I think the role is so important.
Are you saying that within small business that you must be aware that you need to tailor make your product to fit each individual client, the value that you're giving to each individual client, kind of look at them, evaluate, and tailor make your product?
Yes, so you do have a broad offer, like the broad offer is training, but then you tailor make it according to what they see as valuable.
What they need.
Yes, because if you can offer them and add value to what they see as value, so that they can improve their life and so that they can benefit from it, then they don't mind paying that price, because they're getting something out of it. You know what I'm saying?
It works for them.
And if it exactly works for
They see it works for them. Or, for example, when I get a customer and I put them on a program, I spend about 2 weeks one-on-one with them. And because I want to hear what's not working.
Yes.
I want to hear what's not, to remove it, to adjust it. I'm always there to adjust. I'm always there for the customer's needs. You have to stay in contact with them.
And
because what if, some people don't like to pick up the phone and say, you know what? But you as the small business owner,
right,
you have to contact them all the time. They can get sick of you.
Yes.
You know, you have to follow up, because maybe there's something they don't like or is not working for them. But they don't know how to tell you. And eventually, and I find that happen a lot. And they would say, you know what, Colette, this is not working for me because of this, that, and the other. I don't like the taste, or whatever reason. And there you adjust.
And once you've adjusted, right, slightly that plan, and you take it now a month down the line, and you see how they look a month later, you see, then it's like you got a customer for life, because now you've tapped into their needs and what they want. So yeah, I just want to wrap it up and again just bring it back to the roles. I think we've spoken a lot about the role of the customer, and there are a lot of other roles as well, and looked how you understand the customer and your time management and everything that we spoke about. I do see as very important. But once again, the customer or the client is the most important role. But I would say everything falls flat if you don't deliver on the product offer. What happens if you don't have stock? You know what I'm saying? So the delivery is just as important, and all of those things is important. But I think if you walk a path with them, they will be comfortable and saying, okay, I might not get it today, I will get it tomorrow, because you've connected with them.
You must have a no problem attitude when it comes to your customers. You must leave them with a no problem, and then you make them feel like she's going to sort it out, and you don't think, what the hell am I going to do now? But you're going to run around and do it because you want to keep your customer.
Absolutely, you see? Absolutely. Do you just want to wrap it up for us?
I will wrap up by just ending with the same thing that she's saying, is that be a problem solver, and don't focus on the problem, focus on the solution. If they are clients, like you say, if you can help them to the best of your ability, try and tweak here and there and add value to your client in that way. Also, just full wrap up, have a morning routine. Have a morning routine, guys. Colette's got her sacred time between 6 and 10, she said. Calvin does his meditation. I do my meditation. I don't look at my cell phone up until 10 o'clock. I don't check emails. I don't check WhatsApp. I don't check any social media because it's a me time. And then after that, it's work, to-do list, here we go. So have a to-do, or have a kind of morning routine or daily routine, and just add value. See where you can add value and how you can tweak to give your client the best value in your small business.
Thanks, Antoinette. Well, there you have it. I want to thank Colette for joining our podcast today. And I think you've taken some gems with you. I certainly have. And once again, thank you so much for coming, Colette.
My pleasure.
Great stuff.